one rule. Don't die.
Welcome to a playthrough of Colonial Twilight, the French-Algerian War, 1954 to 1962. Okay, I'm gonna try to skip the preamble as much as possible, just give you the basic background so that we can get straight into this. This is the short scenario, which is the years 1960 to 62. We have our 39 card deck, which we need to get through, assuming we don't have victory conditions before the various propaganda cards in the deck. For the victory, the French, who will be played by me, and that's for solo option, that is really the only option. I don't know if they made a solo or not. No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, they need to get to 35 with commitment and support. And the FLN win if they can get to 30 opposition and bases. And like I said, this is the solo mode. What I'm going to do, and I noticed there's a playthrough at Heavy Cardboard, very good. I'm working my way through it just so I kind of see other people play with it. He does a stream though, 7-hour stream. It's because we're gonna break this up into episodes, and unlike him, he just kind of played both sides, doing the best moves possible, which is awesome. I am gonna do the actual solo bot with the flowcharts, but to spare you having to watch somebody plow through a rather elaborate flowcharts, I'm just gonna use the magic of editing to just get to the decisions that the bot's making and just execute the moves from there. I think that'll be a lot less taxing on you. I may go through it just so you can, some people can see it. I might do a turn here and there where I just go through the flowchart real quick and you can kind of see what that's like. But that's enough yakking. On to the gameplay. Okay, I'm probably rushing a little bit too much on the background. I think I should give just a little bit more. This is the late stage of the war, 60 to 62, like I said. So things have kind of developed. For instance, you'll see that Morocco and Tunisia are in play, and they're full of guerrillas and bases. The cities I control with support and a good number of troops. Most of the forces are available, just with only 5 guerrillas out of play. So we got the full range here. France's track, this is basically kind of the political will of France to continue the war. That might be the best way to describe it. Actually, at the second, pretty bad actually, so I need to work on that probably. Something I want to do. The border security, this is actually pretty tight. This will help give a chance to expose guerrillas trying to march into from Tunisia or Morocco. And finally, we do have some cards in play. These are government pivotal events. If you know Fire in the Lake, you recognize pivotal events. I suspect a lot of coin games have them now. Recall de Gaulle, he's in power, although I'm a little confused by the title of the card, Recall de Gaulle, which implies that he's not in power. This allows me to train. Normally you can only train in cities, and this allows out in the country with population with control. I won't go too far into the details there. It adds a bunch of abilities. It also lets me play this. The FLN will never play this. I can if I want to set a the solo bot, that is. I can do it if I were didn't want to set a space to neutral and drain FLN resources, but it hits my commitment, which I'm gonna have to see the situation if I'd ever really want to do that. Finally, there's a coup d'etat, where if I roll successfully against the FLN, these 2 cards come out of play permanently. Okay, I think that's a little bit better background for us to get started. All right, we are ready for our first card. What do we got here? Refugees. So the FLN are the first eligible. Now, when we get a little symbol like that in the card, this is going to be a very easy one to execute because he's automatically going to play this. And essentially what this means is that the stacking limit for Morocco and Tunisia is going to be 3. And that's where these come in. Okay. Like so. And like so. And so there was a lot of, obviously, the background in this one is that there was a lot of displacement during this war. And a lot of them went to Morocco and Tunisia. And that became a good FLN recruiting area. And that's what's happening here. Okay, so he executes the event. And that basically gives an option to op and special or pass, basically. And obviously we would want to do something. What will we do? Alright, I think I want to go after some bases. Some FLN bases. Let's do that. I think I'm going to use some troop lift and some sweeping. And that one's looking very ripe right there. So let's start with the airlift. Normally these guys can just move in here, but I get 3 choices and I can distribute troops as much as I want. Only in 3 target spaces. So my 3 spaces I think are going to be like here, here, and here. And I was like, well, why don't I just sweep? I don't want to go in here and then go into here. It's just a long slog. So, and you can do the sweep. I'm doing the airlift before I do the sweeping. So I'm going to put 2 here and 2 here. Okay, that is the special activity. Now for sweeping. And we are going to sweep here, here, and here. Now wait a minute, do you put it in, which is the target space? Hang on. I guess technically this is the space, and we're going to move into that space, but I guess that's considered the target space. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. But that's going to be a rum total of 6 resources that I need to spend, I do believe. We go from 20 to 14. And now for the sweeping. Find these guys. And we're going to activate all the guerrillas here. 1 here. Here. And, we got to move first. I'm going to bring... Now, I'm going to bring 3 here. I don't like these guys. I wonder if they're... I don't know the bot. I don't know if it's going to be tempted to march in here and can challenge me. So I'm going to, wave that off. Anyway, he's going to expose him. And why, man, look at that. Come on, man. Off center there. Come on. Okay. That is my move. That's the end of the card. And as you can see, the FLN are going to retain the first eligible. And I will be second eligible for the next card. Let me clean up my little markers. And let's see what our next card is, in fact. Oh, it's not a it's not a propaganda card. It could be up here anywhere in here. Okay, well, another one. Development. Infrastructure. Siphoning infrastructure, that is, from the efforts of the French to develop the region, and because it has this little symbol, it's going to take the event yet again. And just add 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. Not that interesting for him. And quite frankly, it puts me in a good position here because I can follow up on my sweeping and actually start thumping some skulls. And I forgot the mountain rules, so I think I spread my forces a little thin for this. It's not so bad, but basically the long and short of it is we're going to assault. We're going to assault here. We're going to assault here. And we're going to assault here, which is going to be the most effective of them. And that's going to cost us another 6 resources, 14 to 8. And, well, I forgot the rule here is that for every 2 in the mountains, only 2 cubes can eliminate 1. So we're only going to be able to eliminate this guy. Same here. The 2 can eliminate him, and they go to available. And finally here, not only do we get to eliminate him, but we get to eliminate this base as well. And that's what we're really after, is destroying these bases. Because A, it drops his score, like so. And it boosts my score, because every time you destroy a base, your commitment goes up by 1, and your support plus commitment goes up by 1. And I see no real special activity I can do. So that's going to be the end of our turn. We'll put these guys off here. And next time, I'll try to remember to bring... I suspect, assuming he's not playing the next card again, that he'll start reinforcing his bases here. And once again, he'll be the first eligible, and I'll be second. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for this turn. Join us next time when we continue. Thanks for watching.